Operating on slopes and uneven terrain. In this lesson, we will explore safety considerations and operational techniques for working on slopes and uneven terrain. We'll cover best practices to ensure both personal safety and the efficient operation of machinery and equipment in these challenging conditions. Safety considerations for slope and uneven terrain operations. Operating on slopes and uneven terrain poses unique challenges that require careful planning and attention. Safety is paramount, as neglected precautions can lead to accidents, injuries, or even fatalities. Here are some key safety considerations. Assess the environment before beginning any operations. Thoroughly assess the terrain. Check for loose rocks, wet surfaces, or hidden holes that could cause instability. Weather conditions. Weather can significantly impact terrain stability. Rain, wind, and ice are particularly hazardous. Ensure operations align with safe weather conditions. Equipment check. Regularly inspect all equipment for wear and tear, especially focusing on brakes, steering, and tires. Functional equipment is crucial for maintaining control on steep or uneven ground. Clear communication. Maintain clear communication with your team. Use radios or hand signals to provide real-time updates and instructions. Emergency plan. Have a plan for emergencies. Know the quickest routes to safety and make sure everyone on site is aware of these procedures. Personal protective equipment (PPE). Always wear appropriate PPE, including helmets, gloves, and non-slip boots. Training and competency. Ensure all operators are trained and competent in handling equipment under slope conditions. Operating techniques for slopes and uneven terrain. Successfully operating on slopes and uneven terrain requires specific techniques. Mastering these techniques improves efficiency and safety. Let's go through some of the essential methods. 1. Equipment handling. Proper handling of equipment is critical. Operators should be familiar with the specific handling characteristics of their machinery when operating on slopes. Maintain low speed. High speed increases the risk of tip-overs. Always operate at low speeds to maintain better control. Avoid sharp turns. Make wide, gradual turns. Sharp turns can destabilize the equipment, leading to rollovers. Use low gears. Utilize low gears to enhance torque, which provides better traction and control on slopes. Balance load. Ensure loads are evenly distributed to prevent tipping. 2. Ascending and descending slopes. Specific strategies apply when moving equipment uphill or downhill. Following these guidelines helps avoid accidents. Uphill travel. Approach slopes directly from the front and not at an angle. This minimizes the risk of a side rollover.
Downhill travel. Engage low gears and descend slowly. Use engine braking instead of relying solely on brakes to prevent skidding. Avoid reverse uphill. Reversing uphill can increase the risk of toppling backward. 3. Traversing across slopes. When it's necessary to move across a slope, special care must be taken. Angle approach. Approach the slope directly rather than at angles to evenly distribute weight. Stability check. Constantly monitor the equipment stability. If signs of instability occur, cease operations immediately. As you can see in the video, a proper technique demonstration on uneven terrain. 4. Adapting to changing terrain can change rapidly due to weather conditions or other factors. Being adaptable and prepared for these changes is critical. Continuous monitoring. Keep checking the condition of the terrain throughout the operation. Adjust routes. Be ready to alter your planned path if conditions change. 5. Importance of rest and focus. Operating machinery on slopes requires keen focus and alertness. Rested operators. Ensure operators are well rested, as fatigue can lead to decreased concentration and slower reaction times. Mental alertness. Stay mentally focused and minimize distractions. In conclusion, operating on slopes and uneven terrains is challenging but manageable with proper safety considerations and techniques. Remember to conduct thorough environmental assessments, use correct equipment handling procedures, and maintain clear communication. Also, stay adaptable to changing conditions and ensure you're always mentally prepared for the task. Prioritize safety by assessing the environment, understanding weather impacts, and wearing the right PPE. Check equipment regularly, communicate clearly, and have an emergency plan. Master equipment handling with a focus on low speeds, wide turns, gear usage, and balance loads. Approach and handle slopes carefully. whether going uphill, downhill, or traversing. Adapt to changing terrain conditions and stay alert and rested for optimal performance. For a more comprehensive understanding, consider watching this video, which demonstrates these techniques in action on actual terrain. If you have any questions or require further clarifications, feel free to contact your supervisor or training coordinator.
Here is a summary of safely operating an excavator on slopes and uneven terrains. Pre-operational checks. 1. Assess the terrain. Evaluate the slope and terrain to determine the safest route and operating position. 2. Check the excavator's stability. Ensure the excavator is stable and level before operating on a slope. 3. Use stabilizers and outriggers. Deploy stabilizers and outriggers to increase stability and prevent tipping. Operating on slopes. 1. Operate up and down slopes. Always operate the excavator up and down slopes, never across the slope. 2. Maintain a low center of gravity. Keep the boom and stick low to the ground to maintain a low center of gravity. 3. Monitor the excavator's stability. Continuously monitor the excavator's stability and adjust the operating position as needed. Operating on uneven terrains. 1. Assess the terrain. Evaluate the uneven terrain to determine the safest route and operating position. 2. Use caution on uneven terrain. Operate the excavator at a slow and safe speed on uneven terrain. 3. Monitor the excavator's stability. Continuously monitor the excavator's stability and adjust the operating position as needed. Safety considerations. 1. Operator training. Ensure the operator is trained and experienced in operating the excavator on slopes and uneven terrains. 2. Regular maintenance. Regularly maintain the excavator to ensure it is in good working condition. 3. Hazard recognition. Identify potential hazards on the job site and take steps to mitigate them. Thank you for completing this lesson on safely operating on slopes and uneven terrains. Remember, safety starts with you. See you in the next lectures. Happy learning, folks.